Hello, I'm Jeff Barra, and I will be going over our executive summary for Natchitoches Meat Pies and Pastries. Natchitoches Meat Pies and Pastries has been providing superior products for well over 10 years. In those 10 years, we've experienced 22% growth domestically. Because of the success, we have felt internationalizing would be in our best interest. For this reason, we have created this business plan. Natchitoches Meat Pies and Pastries is a general partnership formed by myself, Jeff Barra, Monique Saunier, Tanisha King, Nicole Gonzalez, Mandy Davis, and Amanda Coombs. As a whole, we evaluated our target markets, and our conclusion was Canada would be the best fit. We will detail our research what brought us to the conclusion in the report below. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mandy Davis, and I will be presenting our export objective statement. The long-term export objectives of Natchitoches Meat Pies are exportation, capitalization of market growth to underpin competitors and to continue our upward trajectory. We aim to increase sales by 10% and gross production by 20% to be exported over the next 3 years through expansion into Canada. We will leverage our relationships with vendors and shippers to gain more or better market share for our product. Our short-term objectives are to have gross production of 5% to be exported in the first year, to form new and strong relationships with vendors and shippers to assist with introduction into the Canadian market, and help them create a strategy to get our products seen and tasted in their stores. Our first year goal will be product introduction. Our long-term goal will be to have a full range of products with potential variations catering to local tastes. Over the next 2 years, exportation for market diversification is initially geared toward business growth. We will push to have retailers sell our meat pies in every store in their chain. Our action plan includes meeting with our retailers and getting our product placed in their flagship stores within 4 to 6 months, with movement into other stores within the first year. We also will be assisting the retailers with marketing and promotion of our meat pies. Next is a business analysis. Natchitoches Meat Pies and Pastries' primary product is our world-famous meat pie. Additionally, we also offer various other filled pastries and empanadas, such as crawfish pies, boudin pies, and alligator pies. We also have had great success domestically with our line of breakfast pies, similar to an empanada. We believe our unique Cajun recipes and our premium local ingredients, which create one-of-a-kind flavors, are what will drive our success into foreign markets. Due to our recipes being proprietary, our products are truly one of a kind. For this reason, there is very little competition in our target market. We utilize a state-of-the-art processing facility to produce our meat pies, which enable us to keep control costs and maintain a healthy and stable profit margin. Being a niche market internationally, there's very little pricing pressure. Additionally, our product is relatively small and easily packable, which keeps our export costs down. Of course, our product is perishable, therefore refrigerated shipping will be a necessity. This was part of the decision-making process on which market Natchitoches Meat Pies and Pastries should initially expand to, and this is what led us to choosing Canada. By utilizing our OTR shippers versus Oceanic means we will be able to enter a new foreign market at a very competitive price point while maintaining an advantageous profit margin. Our initial review reveals that our product meets or exceeds current compliance demands. However, should we discover a need for modification, we have the flexibility to meet most any reasonable demands. This holds true for the packaging as well as the actual product. Our product can be offered to the consumer as a frozen item or as a heated item. Either way, instructions are clearly marked on the packages. We have included French instructions for our export purposes. We conclude that our initial product offering will be the original Natchitoches meat pie and the crawfish meat pie. Both items are our most popular items domestically by a large margin, and we feel the same will be true in our target market. Also, as we researched our decision to expand internationally, we understood that this decision comes with risks And should risk not come with a reward, we will have the ability to sell the remaining stock domestically to help offset our losses. We have enjoyed a healthy 22% growth year over year for the last 10 years. We believe our recipes are the best, and our growth proves it. We also refuse to use inferior ingredients to save money. We started off making meat pies for our friends and family, and we make them the exact same way today. Thank you.
Meat processed from carcasses, NAICS code 311612, is defined on the industry statistics portal as those businesses primarily engaged in processing or preserving meat and meat byproducts, except poultry and small game, from purchased meats. Since our business produces meat pies, we'd be classified as members of this industry. This industry has been growing for a number of years. In the article 2014 Exports to the World, it states the value of exported meat products and meat packaging products has steadily increased from 2005 to 2014, increasing from $9.4 billion to $23.6 billion. As stated on the Food Manufacturing NAICS 311 website, changing economic environments tend to have little effect on the demand for processed foods. The 2012 article, Global Frozen Prepared Food Industry, indicated the frozen foods market will be growing as a result of a need for expediency for busy consumers, development of new products, and improvements in technology. The Trade.gov website lists the rising number of double-income households, aging U.S. population, and rising per capita incomes as reasons the high demand for convenience foods will continue to increase. The industry growth rate, number of large multinational enterprises in the industry, and the presence of global supermarket companies all affect the international competitiveness of the industry as outlined on the Trade.gov website and the 2012 Global Food Industry article. Many different versions of the meat pie exist around the world, so there are many cultures that enjoy them. The meat pie listing on the foodrecipe.net website states that different versions can be found in Mexico, Argentina, Canada, Great Britain, Australia, and New Zealand. Mexico, Canada, and Argentina would be the best places to start exporting based on the logistics factor. Based on the factors listed in Appendix A, Canada is the best target market for us to expand our meat pie business internationally with a score of 32. The U.S. will remain Canada's largest source of imports due to long-standing trade agreements, high degree of economic interconnectedness, and geographic proximity. Canada has a market-oriented economic system similar in many ways to the U.S. and enjoys similar high standards of living. The Canada Trade Forecast Report in 2015 stated that Canada's economy boasts a number of characteristics that foster business growth, including a prudent fiscal policy, low inflation, low interest and unemployment rates, a highly educated population, and a business-friendly corporate tax framework.
Hi, my name is Amanda Coons, and I'll be talking about product selection and method of market entry for Natchitoches meat pies, which is our product, and we are trying to export to Canada. Canadians are known to be big meat eaters, so meat pies should flourish in Canada. There are first, however, some rules and regulations that must be followed in order to export into Canada. Before the products are imported, the exporting country must be evaluated by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency and found to have a national meat inspection system, including a residue monitoring program equivalent to that of Canada, as well as foreign establishments must be approved by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency before being eligible to export to Canada. To prevent the introduction of animal diseases, all importations of meat products are subject to Health of Animals Act and regulations. There is one government regulation, which is all Canadian labels are required to be in English and French. So the following information must be on all packages and labels of consumer goods sold in Canada. So first, there must be a product identity declaration, which describes the product's common or generic name or its function, and that has to be in both English and French. And then a net quantity declaration, which must be expressed in metric units of volume when the product is a liquid or gas, or in metric units of weight when the product is solid, or by numerical count. And then lastly, there must be a dealer's name and principal place of business on the label. This is where the prepackaged product was manufactured or produced for resale. In general, a name and address sufficient for postal delivery is acceptable, and this can be in either French or English. Due to the North American Free Trade Agreement, a validated export license will not be needed. The Commerce Control List includes items such as software, commodities, and softwares. So our meat pies would not be subject to this license either. When speaking of method of market entry, beginning in the first quarter of last year, we began to research the immediate financial impact this venture will have. As a result, we have allocated 110% of the recommended budget towards the goal of researching the preliminary market as well as initial product promotion. We've also dedicated 2 current employees with many years of experience to superhead the expansion effort. To reduce complications during this period of growth, we fully intend to maintain control of sales, customer service, and customer credit. Also, the highly trained members of our customer service team are able to handle most any situation that should arise. Our CFO has trained our credit manager and his department on protocol concerning our target market. Concerning distribution, we currently utilize FTL refrigerated truck service to distributors' warehouses or parcel services such as UPS or FedEx with specially designed packaging with dry ice inserts to keep things fresh. We maintain a minimum quantity required when ordering to keep costs down on shipping, and our primary interest is direct export. We have thoroughly evaluated our prices, and we believe that by direct exporting, we can provide competitive pricing while maintaining our high quality. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and today I'll be talking to you about pricing of our product and the distribution partners we're going to use to distribute our product. First, we're going to talk about pricing. Customers will buy our food because it is specialty food, and customers are crazy about those kinds of things. We will offer quantity discounts and different types of allowances in order to entice the distributors to distribute our product. Some examples of that would be quantity discounts, how much you buy, and marketing discounts or allowances for in-store promotions so we can get our name out there. Point of purchase displays are often used as well in our market, so we will offer those as well. Currency fluctuation is a risk for us in Canada. However, it's not as much of a risk as it would be in other areas. They will still be able to purchase our product even if the American dollar appreciates. We will be selling in the native Canadian currency. We will inflate the price in order to cover the risk of currency fluctuation. As far as direct materials and labor costs, that will cost $1.58 per pie, which we will include in the price of the pie, obviously. As far as overhead costs go, those are calculated to be $34,500 a month and include things such as utilities and payroll and supplies not related to production, paper towels, soap, etc. The prorated amount of the overhead charges to exporters will only be 5% since we're just starting out, which is $1,725 a month. And we will allow for a 1% price margin for risks, unforeseen costs, and mistakes. We will determine the best provider for shipping based on cost, reliability, and service quality, and we will cover the cost for shipping. And the out-of-cost export-related expenses are about $39,000 a year. That's for hotels, promotional materials, legal costs, etc. And the meat pies will be sold in cases of 144, which is 24 per box and 6 boxes per case. It equals 144. And our selling price per case will be between $500 to $600 with a minimum order of 5 cases. As far as distributing our product, there are a couple of requirements we need to pick a company. It will need to be experienced in moving and promoting frozen food products, since that's how we will be providing our products. 2 companies that we researched for that are Denbar Food Groups, and they're in Canada. And the second company is National Imports, based in Canada as well. Denbar specializes retail food service, industrial, and convenience stores. and National imports specialty food and beverage products into the North American market. So those are the two companies that we will choose between. It just depends on which one works out better for us. And that's it. Thanks.